I want to take you through how to bounce back after a fall. So Proverbs 24:16 says that the just man shall fall 7 times, but shall rise up again. And so falling is scriptural. So the righteous man can also fall. But he says that when he falls, he doesn't remain there. He gets up. So how then do I bounce back after I fall? Falling can be a loss of job. It can be falling into sin. It can be a loss of a loved one. So many things can cause a man to fall. So many things can make a man feel as if he's a failure. So what do you do? How do you bounce back after you have fallen? Number 1, take stock of your life. Whether you saw it coming or not, you have to walk yourself through the entire experience and take note of what you could have done differently. So for instance, I fell yesterday. I need to sit down and analyze my life. What could I have done differently that could have averted the falling that I fell yesterday? So you take stock of your life. Is there anything I can do so that next time, given the same conditions, I can stand that temptation so that I will not fall? So you need to take stock of your life. Even in a situation where it is clearly not your fault, there are still lessons to be learned. There are times that the falling will come, not because it is your fault, you didn't do anything, but then even though it is not your fault, there are still lessons that you can learn. Okay, so simply ask yourself, where did I go wrong? What could I have done to salvage the situation? Is there anything I could have done better given the opportunity? Okay, could I have contracted someone? If in the case of a business, could I have contracted someone to do what I did, for which reason I fell? And now you need to understand that you have to ensure that you write all that you did that contributed to where you are now. So exactly what did you do to bring it to the level where you are now? You need to pen it down, write it. So write down what to do to get you back on your feet again. That one too must be written. So what did I do to bring about the fall? And what can I do to make me stand up again? To get restored to my original position? You need to write them down. You know it, so you need to write them down. Must I go to school again? Must I build another relationship? Must I start another business? So you need to go through that steps and write them down. Writing them down would give you the edge to follow them through with time. Ensure to read your to-do list each day. Okay, once you read it each day, you get ready for a comeback. It gives you the edge to get ready for a comeback. Okay, and gives you the dedication to do the right things the next time. Number 2, learn to move on. Learn to move on. You can easily get stuck in the black hole called self-pity and get drowned into a constant loop of events that led to your failure. Many people fall and they don't want to rise up again. It's like they are so consumed about the failure that they don't want to get back again. But dwelling too much on what has already happened gives room for negative emotions to fester and lead you to emotions that would bring about depression. So the more you think about your failure, the more you are depressed. And depression can kill you. Depression can make you lose your life. Many people are growing lean. They are unable to eat. They are unable to sleep because they are focusing so much on the failure. Like I said, it says the righteous falls 7 times. So falling is part of a righteous person's life. So once you have fallen, it doesn't mean it is the end of your life. Get back up again and start walking. When you have allowed yourself to grieve, you should move on from there and start preparing yourself for the next stage of your life. You can spend the period of unemployment, for instance, catching up on your pet project, spending time with your family, putting your CV together in order to get another job, taking a vacation, etc. So you see, many people don't know how to use their time in times of a job loss, for instance. Okay, learn to make good use of your time. Okay, study, read books. Okay, take a vacation, spend time with your family. Probably these are things that you should have done prior to the falling, but you didn't get the opportunity to do so. This has created another opportunity for you. See, there is always an answer to a problem that is created. There is always a way out. Okay, so you need to identify the good thing that you can get out of that situation that you are facing, and then act right. So move on. Don't stay on the cold floor. Falling is allowed, but staying on the floor is not allowed for the child of God. Number 3, don't internalize your loss. Losing your job or relationship or business or any kind of loss is not different from the norm. Many people have been where you are. Many people have suffered what you have suffered before. So you are not the only person who is going through what you are going through. And so you have to encourage yourself and not brood over it. To internalize means to brood over it. Some people can brood over their challenges. And you see, the thing is, the more you brood over your problems, the more you brood over your challenges, the more likely you are to stay within it. So you are likely to, for the challenge will keep on evolving. As long as you keep brooding on it, it will keep on staying. It will keep on evolving. It will not leave you. My advice is that you treat your setback as a temporary one. It is a temporary setback. It is not a permanent something. You are not in that condition for it to last the rest of your life. So it is temporary. It is not permanent. The thing is, life is riddled with many setbacks which are often temporary. We just have to see it as such. The many things that we go through in life every now and then, they are temporary. And so we just have to see it as such. When you have that mindset that what I am going through is temporary, you are not perturbed, you are not worried. No matter how difficult it may seem, you know that come what may, I'm coming out of this challenge. And that should be your mentality. Every successful person failed at one point in time. Every successful person failed at one point in time. You will never speak to any successful person, any rich person, any business guru who will say that I never failed. So if you want to be great, you must prepare for failure once in a while. Once in a while you will fall, but the most important thing is that you will rise up after your fall. So the fact that you are facing challenges today, the fact that you are experiencing that setback today is an indication that you are closer to your breakthrough. The harder it becomes, the closer you are to your destiny. The harder it becomes for you, the closer you are to your destiny and your miracle. Number 4, get back in the game. Get back in the game. You don't have to take too much time to mourn the loss of someone dear to you. You don't have to take so much time to brood over the challenge that you are facing, the loss that you are facing. Get back in the game. After a short mourning is allowed. Sometimes you would cry. Sometimes you brood over it. Sometimes you think about it. Yes, it is allowed, but don't stay there. Don't stay at that level. After a short while of mopping around, you should get things in motion and get back into the world of work and action. So start putting things in motion for the next chapter of your life. You have lost that relationship. Yes, it is good. We know. You have lost that job. You have lost that business. Yes, it is good. But are you going to stay there? No. So put it behind you and start getting into the world of work. And start doing something for yourself. Start recouping your loss. Channel your grief into productive energy. Okay? Channel your grief into productive energy and start all over again. It can work for you. The same thing you did and failed. If you apply the lessons that you have learned, you should be able to attack it again and make progress. Begin to make yourself busy and don't be idle. If it was a job loss, begin to polish your CV and get back again and start applying. If it was a business loss, begin to set out another business proposal. Do something each day to make you a step further to your goal. Sometimes you could be doing the same thing over and over again, but as long as it has the potential to get you to the top, keep doing it. And very soon, I promise you, you'll be there. So the righteous will fall 7 times. As long as I keep falling, I can rise up again. Failure is not falling down. Failure is falling and remaining there. So when I fall today, my enemies don't have to laugh at me because that is not my permanent position. It is a temporal setback that you are facing. It is not permanent. Get back again. Yes, it is very painful. What you are passing through is difficult. The disappointment is huge, but don't let it take over your life. So long as you have life, you have everything. You are able to get back in the game and recoup all that you have lost. The Bible says that God told David, go, pursue, overtake, and recover all. So you are able, no matter how difficult the situation is, no matter what you have lost, you are able to run, you are able to pursue, you are able to overtake, and you are able to recover all. May God grant you the grace to be able to run, pursue, overtake, and recover all. Paul said, one thing I do, forgetting about the past and moving on. You are able to make it. You can rise up again. You can get that job again. you can redo that relationship again. You can get the best again. It is possible. So get up and start working. And may God help you. God bless you.